todos ustedes, compartiendo este día que muchos han esperado con mucha anticipación a través de los años. Para los que crearon a los graduados aquí presentes, este día lo han esperado desde que el estudiante dio sus primeros pasos y desde que la dejaron en el pre-kinder o daycare. Para los graduados son 4 o 5 años de espera, pero para ustedes ha sido una espera de una vida eterna. Y por eso empiezo este discurso con un aplauso a los padres y madres, familiares, maestros y amigos que siempre motivaron a los graduados a seguir estudiando y lograr esta meta. Este logro también es de ustedes. For many parents in the audience, this day was imagined at birth. It was imagined when your child first received their preschool certificate of completion. And I've got one of those, so I know I'm proud. For many parents, this has been a day they have waited for many years, and because of this, I applaud all the parents in the audience and those who assisted in making sure these graduates reach this milestone. To you, gracias. I would like to let all of you know that I was filled with honor and humility when I received the invitation to be tonight's keynote speaker. I thought La Casa had begun a new tradition of asking alumni to give input to the keynote speaker. I read the beautiful note and my eyes filled with tears. And of course, like any good news, I had to share it with those closest to me. I texted my sister, called my mom, and emailed my partner. They all were very proud and said, "You will know what to say. Just keep it short." To the committee who extended this invitation and to the staff at La Casa Cultural Latina, gracias. So yesterday, we celebrated Gloria Andosaldúa's legacy on her 10th year of passing. She is the author of Borderlands Fronteras, the new mestiza consciousness. Her work, like many other women of color scholarship, retained me in college and made me realize that my voice, my story, my narrative was important in academia. So she writes, and she has a lot of text, and if you haven't read her, you should. But she writes, "To survive the borderlands, you must live sin fronteras, be a crossroads." As first-generation college students attending predominantly white institutions, we live in the borderlands of higher education. These are real, and we must learn to navigate them quickly. We are no longer in the comfort of our homes or barrios. We are navigating a new landscape, a new language, a new culture. Never trying to assimilate, never trying to conform, always striving to be better and to give back to those who assisted us along the way. So as many first-generation college students, I wanted to drop out my sophomore year. I had received a paper that felt it had gotten stabbed. It was literally bleeding red. It was a paper I had written in my Chicanos and Social Change course. I thought the professor didn't like it and didn't appreciate all my work. At that moment, I didn't know about multiple drafts and that writing was a process. In high school, we were only trained to work on one writing assignment that was edited year-long. That day, I knew I didn't belong at UCSC. I cried, and I visited the Chicano Latino Research Center, similar to La Casa, where I am the director now, to vent, right? We all vent at La Casa, about my paper and let the assistant know that I didn't want to come back the following year and go through that again. She let me know that writing was a process and that I should revise the paper and give it back to the professor. So I did. I went to tutoring, revised my papers, read more, attended TA. I persisted. The summer, I kept challenging myself and applied to a summer research opportunity program at the University of Utah, where I worked with an amazing Chicana professor. I conducted research, oral histories of Mexicana women living in Utah, presented at a conference, lived in Utah. I knew that writing was a process, and that writing the stories of these women was important. I knew that by writing, I was documenting a narrative that easily gets overlooked and undermined. Writing thus became a form of resistance, a form of documentation, a form of honoring and privileging the untold, the unwritten, the beautiful. So evidently, I didn't drop out, I didn't give up, and the reason was not only because I had talked to my mentor and done my work, but because I had talked to someone very special to me, who gives without waiting for any return, a person who loves unconditionally, my first and lifelong educator and coach, my mom. So when in doubt, call mom, or call that person that's always supported you without a degree, without a career, without a title. They unconditionally love you and support you. She let me know that dropping out of college would be my choice, nobody else's. She said, y antes de decir lo que dijo mi mamá, porque lo dijo en español, este fue un momento donde muchos muchachos quieren dejar la escuela. Llegan a la escuela y les dan para atrás sus tareas con muchas marcas. Y uno piensa, como estudiante, que uno no lo va a lograr, que uno no puede hacer esto. And we can't. Not alone. Not alone. Y muchos muchachos en nuestras oficinas nos dicen y nos cuentan su historia, la historia de ustedes, padres, familiares, como ustedes han sacrificado tanto, and they can't give up because of you. All of you have made that responsibility and that choice. So for you that once thought you were dropping out, you are here and I applaud you. So mi mamá, ¿verdad? No fui con la directora, no fui con mi profesor, le llamé a mi mamá y le dije, yo voy a dejar Santa Cruz, yo ya no quiero ir a esta escuela, no sé escribir, no sé leer, ¿cómo que no, verdad? So me dice mi mamá, so now I go back to what my mom told me. ¿Cuántos muchachos no darían por estar en tu lugar? ¿Cuántos muchachos no darían por tener las oportunidades que tú tienes? Nada en esta vida es fácil. Nada en esta vida es dado. Yo no te puedo dar dinero o lujos, no te puedo ayudar con tu tarea, pero lo que sí te puedo dar es el consejo de continuar con tus estudios. Todos estos años lo único que te he pedido es estudiar, para que seas más que yo, para que te valgas por sí misma, para que te defiendas, para que no te humillen, para que te ayudes y ayudes a los demás. Para que un día no tengas que trabajar tanto como yo, para que un día podamos tomar un helado y apreciar todos tus logros, nuestros logros, para que un día puedas escribir las historias de tus abuelas y las mías. Para que un día tú seas alguien que les des consejos a los demás. Para que un día tus hijos conozcan nuestra historia. Tienes todo por ganar. Si tú no lo haces, alguien más lo hará. Pero no será lo mismo. Nadie sabe nuestros sacrificios. Nadie conoce nuestros sufrimientos. Nadie conoce nuestra alegría. Nadie conoce nuestras costumbres. Sino tú, ¿quién? El dinero se va y se viene, pero una educación es tuya para siempre. She reminded me that my degree was not the end of it all, but at the beginning of new possibilities, new challenges, new creations. We are creators of transformations. So with these words that might resemble a lot of your parents, your guardians' words, I wrote you this letter, the ability to carry forth a life of dignity, respect, love, courage, and compassion. You owe it to yourself and everyone in those back seats waiting to hug you, scream when they hear your name while you cross the stage. You owe it to all those who are watching from above in the spiritual world, and for those waiting for you at home because they couldn't get off of work today. And I would like for all the PhDs and master students to please stand up, because I wrote a special note for all of you. Escribí la carta, ¿verdad? Y les estoy diciendo a los muchachos que ellos son el futuro ya es mañana. No tienen que esperar para que su nombre sea escrito en las calles o dicho en el radio. No, eso no necesitan. Lo que necesitan es acción, actuar y actuar con valentía como todos ustedes lo han hecho. Es lo que les dije a sus hijos y hijas. ¿Oyeron? Yeah. Les pedí a los que están recibiendo sus maestrías y sus doctorados que se pararan, porque no solo ya han hecho sus 4 años de universidad, pero hay muchos aquí que han durado también más años, unos más que otros, pero es un logro que se tiene que tener mucha paciencia para hacer un doctorado, mucho amor, mucha pasión y mucho cariño. All of you undergrads, see your ejemplo. These are the TAs that you came to. They stood in an ambiguous, very ambiguous place where they're not faculty or a student anymore, but they are your role models. They are your connection. So to my fellow colleagues and friends, the master's and doctoral graduates, you will be the new scholars, the new professors, the new directors arriving to a new terrain. But know that you are ready. You not only have, y lloro, porque conozco a muchos. I know you have families. You helped me get my doctorate degree. So I want to thank you. Muchos de ellos me dieron de comer cuando yo estaba haciendo mi doctorado. Me cuidaron a mi hija. Esto no es algo que se hace de glamour. It's not a glamorous job, but it's with passion at heart. So you not only have the degree to prove you are ready, but you have the heart, the passion, the commitment to serve the new generation of students who will be lining, and I'm sure of this, outside your door to receive your wisdom. Receiving a doctorate is not something trendy or something glamorous or something that many have the patience to do. Thus, I am honored to witness today's graduation with you. Thank you. You are the offspring of resistencia, perseverancia, lucha, esperanza y libertad. Gracias.